This is Kara Stelmachek, Marketing and Events Coordinator for the EA Rawlinson Centre for the Arts. Joining me now is Johnny McCuaig. I get to interview a rock star today. I'm so excited. So thank you so much for taking the time to join me here today. And I'm just kind of wondering, basic question. I started off everybody with, it's been a year. You were supposed to be here in April of 2020. We were really looking forward to that show. Now we've moved it to April 2021. Just what's COVID been like for the Arcana Kings?
Well, as many artists, yeah, it's been challenging. It's been different. It's thinking outside the box and really coming up with different ways to keep yourself busy and relevant still. The biggest thing we've noticed, obviously we haven't played very much together, not being allowed to, that kind of thing. But that's going to change soon. And we're super, super excited to be playing this show coming up. The guys and I have been talking about it for a little while. And basically, it's almost a daily chat group now about, okay, we're going to do this. Let's try this. Let's do this. Let's have some fun doing it. So, yeah, it's been challenging. But, hopefully the worst is behind us and it's going to get better.
Very cool. So again, that's super exciting to hear. I know we're really lucky to be able to offer anything at all as far as performing arts and live music goes, especially considered compared to other provinces. It's been pretty rough in other places too. So yes, we keep our talent pool for our season super local and regional, but it's not hurting the talent at all. It's been fantastic. Every show we have booked is like almost selling out within weeks of the show being ready to go. So nice. I know that we'll probably sell this one out. I believe we only have 1 or 2 tickets actually left as we're recording this. And of course, there's still the live stream. So people can rock out at home, come and, jam in your seat here if you want. So like I said, you were here in April of 2019. That was a great show. Very, very good. You were the Johnny McCuaig Band at that time. I like the Arcana Kings name. What brought about the name change? Just curious.
We were actually right in the middle of the transition when we did the show with you guys last time. The name change was brought on for a bunch of different reasons. We've kind of grown more as a band than just as a solo artist, which I used to be for the longest time. And also, when we're out and about and we're doing our thing with the band, it kind of called for that. It kind of said, you know what, we're Arcana Kings now. We're not necessarily Johnny McCuaig. Yes, I'm a big part of it, and I still do a lot of the majority of the writing and stuff. But the other guys dip in and they help out quite a bit. So, it's become more of a team effort. And personally, I love it. So that's kind of why we did that. So.
That's awesome. I like to hear about the collaboration of artists. Only good things happen when artists collaborate together. So that's good to hear. So for people who don't know, who aren't familiar with your music and the music of your band, just kind of set us up for what you consider your genre to be. Because I know it's rock, but it's also got bagpipes and it's got some great vocals in it, more above just screaming and shrieking. So how do you describe your music itself?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not really screaming and shrieking, but that's funny. We are, we're a rock band. We like to call it stadium rock or something along those lines because the melodies and stuff we do are very poppy rock. But yeah, there's bagpipes. Bagpipes has been a huge part of our show. We break off and do, some traditional elements with the bagpipes. We also do some rock stuff. I mean, basically think AC/DC Long Way to the Top. That song kind of captures the vibe of what we're about and what we're doing. So a lot of high energy. We've got a big surprise coming up for this show that we're bringing in an extra member with us. We're going to be doing some percussion stuff as well with the bagpipes and just trying to make this show as big as we possibly can.
Oh, that's the first I've heard of that. That's exciting. So it's going to be all new. This is fantastic. I'm glad to be learning these things. You mentioned that it's stadium rock. You're from Saskatchewan. Is that correct?
Yeah. I'm actually in BC right now. I live here, but I was living in Moose Jaw for the longest time. The rest of the guys are, Saskatoon and Regina based, pretty much. So yeah, we're Saskatchewan.
That's so cool. So mentioning Stadium Rock, what's it like for a band that spends so much time in Saskatchewan to have their song played at, you know, a Rough Rider game as as the big bring 'em out kind of pump up song?
That was
It's gotta be a
incredible.
tickle, man.
It was amazing, honestly. What a great story that was. We had no idea when that first started. We were in consideration. We kind of knew that our song had been thrown in the pot of songs, and you know, we thought, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. We didn't hear anything for the longest time, and then we didn't even really know until it was preseason, and they came running out to the song. And of course, we weren't at the game at the time, but my phone started blowing up, and all these people were like, oh my God, your song, they're running out on the field with it. I'm like, take a video. So there's people taking videos, and they were sending us, and we were super, super excited. It was like a dream come true. We're huge Rough Rider fans. So, I mean, you can imagine. And then the next thing that happened was we tried to get in touch with the organization to say, hey, you know, is this going to carry out through the season? And they wouldn't tell us. They kept us in suspense forever. So the next, you know, home games and stuff for preseason, it was happening. And then, so we kind of we were like on the edge of our seats when the season actually started, and they ran out on the field. And again, we reached out to the organization, and we're like, is this going to be for the season? And they wouldn't tell us. No one would say anything. So every game we'd start making fun and putting posts out there. Is it going to be, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? So, and it did for the whole season. And then we ended up playing the halftime show for the semifinal. And that was an incredible experience. I cannot tell you how awesome that was and what that meant to us as a band.
That is so cool. And that actually segues into my very next question, because I was just about to ask of all the performances that you've done, because I know you guys have this, usually do like a little southern jaunt for St. Patrick's Day. And obviously haven't been able to do that, but you know, of all the performances you do, which are the ones that stand out as just being, I can't believe I'm here, I get to do this.
Yeah.
Are there any that really, really stand out?
There's been a few, actually. Yeah, you're talking about our Vegas show. It's our
Yeah.
annual St. Patrick's Day in Las Vegas, and that show is incredible. It's amazing. It's 3 days of just pure hard giving her for rock and roll, and the people are insane because they're just there to have a good time, right? So the energy you get from them is incredible, and you know, you're talking anywhere from 5,000 to 20,000 people coming through at any given time, and you're performing for them. And every time you play, it's brand new because you've got a different bunch of people. But being that it's also St. Patrick's Day, you know, there's an extra little bit of hype there for that. So it's incredible. That is definitely one of those shows. But there's been a few, and honestly, you know, playing some local shows have been just as incredible. I remember with the Arts Council, when we were doing a few of the Saskatchewan shows, a few of them really stuck out. You know, Indian Head was an incredible show. The show we had with you guys was a lot of fun.
It was a great time.
The show in Moose Jaw, the theater that they have there is incredible. You know, those types of facilities, when you get to show up at those facilities and play those stages and see in the green room who has played on those stages, who has been in those steps that you're a part of, it's amazing, and it's such a thrill. The other big one is when we played in LA, you know, at the Whiskey A Go-Go.
Oh,
Playing
wow.
on that stage was incredible, just because the whole building inside of it is basically a museum of musicians, like, and not just any musicians, the pinnacle game changers in music, history of music. I mean, you've got you know, anybody from Van Halen to Van Morrison to The Doors to you know, Motley Crue to just about anybody who's anybody has played on those stages. So you think to yourself, I'm standing where these guys stood. I'm in the green room where these guys were. I see the marks on the walls and the signatures. These guys did that. I'm there with them right now. So yeah, there's been a few really incredible, benchmarks for us, and it's been quite the ride for sure.
That's cool. And it's so good to hear. Yeah, that I can't imagine, like you mentioned, the Whiskey Girl going like, yeah, I can't even wrap my brain around what that. But okay, we're just gonna go do this show now, and we're in like a royal house basically, as far as rock music goes.
It's intense sometimes. You have to make sure that you don't get caught up in that moment and go, I still have a job I have to do, and prove to people that we're here for a reason and why we're here. So
that's cool. That's so cool. Oh, so I'm gonna take you back to, because we've been using the Here We Go video for promotion for the show that you're doing here on April 29th. So fun. I want to talk about the video because it's so much fun. Where did you do that? Where did you shoot it? How did it get done? It looks cool, but in my video brain is going, how did they got people on skates? Like, that's crazy. It's gorgeous, but how did that get shot? I love it. I absolutely love it.
It was amazing. We shot that in Regina at the Soundstage. I believe it's called the Soundstage.
Yes.
I might be wrong on that, but and it was with the Pile of Bones Roller Derby Club, the local roller derby club in Regina, and they were incredible to work with. Those girls, they skated for basically, it was an 8 to 10 hour day that we shot that all, and we did pre-production the day before. Came in bright and early on the Saturday, shot it in one day, and the girls, didn't complain, didn't do anything. They just did what they had to do. They were amazing girls to work with. If you ever need any roller derby girls, I would strongly recommend those girls. But it was a lot of fun. We did it with Dave Benedict from Default, the bass player from Default, and we've become friends with him over the years. And we had been discussing what we wanted to do for that song. Now, as you know, the song is pretty it's pretty intense. It gets you feeling like you're getting ready for the big event, you're getting ready for the show, you're getting ready for something.
Absolutely.
So we kind of wanted to do something with a sports team, but we didn't want to do anything like with hockey or football or something that's really popular. We thought, okay, let's go outside the box here. Let's think about something. So we did some digging around, and we thought, you know what, roller derby, with the girls doing roller derby, that would be active and awesome to work with. And they stuck out with us, and that's what you see in that video. So it was a lot of fun to do. I'd love to do it again with them someday if we ever had the opportunity. But that song is a lot of fun, and the way it ended up turned out pretty good.
It is such a fun video. Absolutely love it. And I like from your other videos and whatnot too, I can just tell that you guys have a really laid back, chill vibe. Great sense of humor is kind of also what I've seen in a lot of your videos too. So that's really good to see. It's just nice to see that, you don't take yourself too seriously. Yes, you said you have a job to do. You're there to perform. You're going to do it to the best of your ability. Yeah. You guys are so much fun too. You really, really are. Such a fun act to see. When you guys were here on April before, when you did perform, we did one of our first on stage series shows. So it was set up to be like on our stage as a cabaret. People didn't know what was even really going on. They just knew that, okay, I want to go see a rock band. That might be fun to go see. And the setup was different. You had room for dancing. And your on stage series show was the one that people actually got up and they were dancing and they were having a lot of fun. So I think that's just a testament to that the Arcana Kings can really rally a room, get them together, and bring a lot of rock to the floor. So is that what we're going to be in store for? Even though we only have 30 people in the live stream, are we aiming for the same kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, the music speaks for itself. We have a lot of fun doing the music, and you're right. We don't take ourselves super serious. We're not one of those bands that, we got to pose, we got to wear leather, we got to do this. As a matter of fact, we're the exact opposite. It's you know what, we play music, we have a lot of fun what we're doing, and everybody's got to be a part of the fun that we're doing. We did a video of a cover tune that we recorded, the Slade song. It just escapes me all of a sudden. But We did the Run Run Away. Sorry,
Oh,
that's the name of the
yes,
song.
yes.
And the video is we recreated the Captain Kirk fight scene with the Gorn in one of the episodes that he had there. And we were down in California and we did that. And that portrays us, you know, just having a good time, just messing around and just having fun doing it. I'm wearing a wig. I'm doing some stuff in it, and we dressed up and had a good time. But yeah, the music, if you want to have fun, especially nowadays with everything that the world is going through, and you want to release and you want to have some fun, you want to get out, be a part of the show for sure. Even if you're at home, if there's any way you can stream it and have some friends to, you know, pop by if that's allowed or whatever to check out the show, get some people together to do it, because we're going to do some stuff and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going for it for this show. We haven't played for a while. It's just going to be a big release for us. And, you know, rehearsals start pretty quick here. And we're super, super pumped about this show and excited. So I cannot tell you guys, tune into this. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. Awesome. So again, thank you so much, Johnny McCuaig, for joining me to talk about the show coming up. Arcana Kings is going to be here on our stage at the EA Rawlinson Centre for the Arts on April 29th. Show starts at 8 p.m. You can watch from home too. You are allowed to extend that home bubble a little bit now. That's our new guidelines we're living in at this moment. Yeah, so you can have as many as two other households can be together. So yeah, invite some friends over. Keep it safe. We want everyone healthy, but yeah. Plan to have fun, because you guys really are a fun band, and even if you're at home alone, get up and dance. No one cares. So.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having us, and we look forward to it. Can't wait.
It's going to be great. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you.